All right. So the first one I'm going to talk about is MFI. I think that was like one of the two stocks that I spoke about in the last video. So MFI again, if you remember, they got downgraded actually to about, I think it was around $33 a share. They also had separated one of their companies into its own company. They still own a certain percentage of the company, but recently, as of recently, it was profitable. Sorry. So, when a company, what I like to do when a company does get downgraded, you look at the price targets and then you see how much people panic and sell. Humans tend to overreact. We are adverse to risk. So when things like that happen, you're going to see that even though it was $33 a share, it ended up dropping down to 27. I spoke about it on the 9th of October, talking about how I want to take a position in the coming week. And it ended up going up from $27 and change to $29. It dropped yesterday and kind of sitting there right now. So we'll see what the future holds. Unfortunately, I didn't take a position because I have my investment somewhere else right now. So I don't have the liquid capital to actually be able to buy anything here. But what I have, yes, 100%. I probably would have taken a position on this day here at literally $28 a share, and then after making $1 a share there, would I have held the whole time? Past this, probably not, but that's still on 1,000 shares I could have bought. That's a lot of money. It's $1,000 in a day. Uh, Excuse me. The next one I talked about was Meta. So Meta, we talked about. Wait a minute. Da, 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 da. So the next one you talked about was Meta. Meta, I was talking about again on the 9th of October here. I think I mentioned in the last video that I actually did end up purchasing options on Meta. And then they ended up getting upgraded to, I think, $900 a share, which is great news. Unfortunately, this day, I think, was when Trump talked about how uncertain he is about the market with China, something like that. And then a big part of the market did crash a little bit or dropped a little bit. I know crypto got hit pretty hard. There's other weird things going on to it at the time. So there was a massive sell-off here. So if you look at my options, I'm still holding right now. So if you look at options, so again, this is what the same chart. I ended up buying options. I had to put my strike price, which was the price that allows you to buy 100 shares per contract at. So even though the stock was like at $730, I put my strike price, I think, around $850, only because I didn't have much in this trading account. It's a separate trading account I have that allows me to trade options. I think I had around 2,000 USD in there. So because of that fact, I couldn't take a more lucrative position where the strike price was more in the money. In the money meaning let's say the stock is trading at $730. You put a strike price of $720. That means you're in the money. Out of the money means stock is trading at $730. You're putting a strike price of $850. So you're out of the money. So it means that it becomes cheaper because it becomes more of a risky play. So I bought it at literally 19 and change. We'll just say $20 a contract, and then end up dropping quite a bit. So from the high when I purchased to the low, I was down almost $700, which sucks. 700 USD is a lot of money. But my expiry date was January 16th, so I do have some time there. From my entry point, I think it was about 100 days, 100 trading days. So I'm still holding right now, and we'll see what happens there. Another stock that I didn't talk about in the last video. Another stock that I didn't talk about in the last video was AMD. And they had some massive news on the 6th of October where they made a deal with OpenAI. I think it was selling around 10% of of their company to OpenAI in anticipation that OpenAI was going to potentially use their technology. So they did that as a strategic move. They also got, because of this news, they got upgraded to $300 a share. So the stock went up from $163, went all the way up to 220 and change, ended up closing at around $200 a share. If I had money, actually, I did have it because I didn't take my my Facebook options position this day. I just blatantly missed it. My own fault. I wasn't watching the market enough, but I remember thinking that taking a position here would have been fantastic. And if I would have taken the position here, I would have made quite a bit of money. So let's say that I did take a position with an expiry date of January 16th, being very safe, giving myself 100 days, with a strike price of 300 in anticipation that the stock will go to 300 because the analysts upgraded to so. At the end of this day, you would enter this position at $4.70 US, meaning per contract 100 share, 100 times 100. So this would have cost you just under $5,000. Within a couple days, you would have been up to 12,000 and a half, so 12.5K. Almost 3 times your money. That's a fantastic return. I wish I would have taken that trade over the meta trade, but you win some, you lose some. You can't win everything. If I had money in my account, 100%, I would have put some towards this. Another stock that I was watching was Dollarama. Honestly, from my knowledge, I don't know why it was dropping. I did not look at the news, but Dollarama is a massive convenience store located in Canada, and I think worldwide they're just one of the biggest convenience store or dollar stores brands. I think dollar store brands, and then there's a lot of upside there. And right now, because the economy is not as strong as I would hope, this means that people are looking at alternative ways to purchase goods, meaning that you're going to see, for example, strength in gold, some things that are more secure. What does that mean? That also means that you're going to go for cheaper options. You're going to go to the dollar store to purchase your goods. So for that reason, when the economy is having a tough time, you're going to see these stocks going up. So when I did see this drop, I was like 100% I want to get in. I probably would have entered it here. I was also looking at entering it here. And then honestly, I don't know if I would have held it this whole time. I probably would have exited here. Definitely would have entered it here. And then that would have been a nice, 175, not even, just almost $10 a share upside. Less than 10%, but still, less than 10% in a couple days is a lot of money. That's something else that I wish I would have taken a position on. But yeah, we'll see what it looks like in the next coming days. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.